Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy 2021. Happy first quarter. Happy New Year's for those of you who are planning the whole new year in advance. But I love to say happy first quarter because this is the first quarter that you actually get to accomplish a quarter of your goals for the year. And I myself have started to think of the new year. Every new quarter we're starting a whole new year. So if you can accomplish your goals in a quarter, then you're going to be so highly productive. But welcome to today's live stream. Hello, welcome in. It's been a minute. And I'm excited. I'm excited about today. Today, we're going to talk about 10 tips. I'm going to share 10 tips to help you succeed in government contracting. But not only that, that's what you're going to learn in this particular video. But not only that, I'm going to share, I just want to set the whole new year off on one accord. I just want to set the tone for the year and the expectation, if that's okay with you. So I am, if you guys are new to my channel, I'm Carwana D. I'm a government contract strategist. I help small business owners grow their business with government contracts for the specific reason of being able to have consistent, sustainable income. And this is my co-host, Sir. So Sir Carter, he is here with me today. Isn't he getting big, y'all? He's getting so big, growing up so fast. He's already 4 months, but acting like he's like 8 months, and he's a big one. He's a big baby and very smart. So he is taking in all of this knowledge and wealth up under me, as the mompreneur. But anyway, so today I'm going to be sharing 10 tips to help you succeed as a government contractor, so you can have consistent, sustainable income, so that you can actually thrive as a business, so that you can actually start experiencing those multiple six-figure years in business. And for some of you, you will go on to generate millions with this particular strategy. Now, if y'all been following me for a while, y'all know I'm all about generational wealth building, right? And so government contracting is just one of the strategies to help you get ahead and to build your business. Now, before I go into the 10 tips, I really want to know, let me see in the comments. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, YB. Hello hi, Kim from Michigan. Hello, Tina, Underrated Beauty. Hello. Yeah, so what I want you to do, if you guys have questions anytime during the chat, we're going to actually go through some of your questions, but we're going to do that towards the end. But I do want to kind of set the tone, right? Because this is a brand new year, which means that whatever goals you weren't able to accomplish last year in 2021, this year you get to hit the reset button. How about that, right? I don't know about you, but whatever I was not able to get through or check off my to-do list or check off I did that, I accomplished that, I overcame that in 2021, first quarter is the time to do that. And so a lot of times what I find, and this is for me, this is y'all know, the things that I share are things that I've done, I've gone through, am going through, and so I keep it 100% real, and I share the real life information, and I share real life resources and real life stories. And for those of you who are inside my program, are working with me, y'all know, when I find resources, I bring them to my clients because it's all about sharing the information, right? So I don't know if you ever heard me share the story about the little train that could, right? The little train that could. He knew that he could. He saw other people doing it, and he had this great inspiration to be like all the other trains, or be like all the other businesses, or be great, right? Whoever it is that you're looking up to, or you're trying to aspire yourself to model yourself after. The little train that could actually believe that he could before he got there, right? So it's all about believing that you could before he got there. And he tried, and then he was like, I think I can, right? Because he believed and he thought that he could. And that is what he told himself before he became real confident that I know I can, right? Before I'm doing this, right? Before he got to I did it. And then the next phase after that is to go back, turn around and show somebody else how you got there, right? Because we all know that success leaves clues. And so with that said, you and Letitia Styles have convinced me to manifest what I want. Yes, what I want to accomplish. So Tina, awesome. So I'm glad that you had a chance to check out we had a whole like manifestation workshop inside my government contracts accelerator group with my clients, and it was so powerful that I figured that I want to share that with everybody. So if it's you may find it on YouTube. If you're on my email list, you're going to get it there. If you're in GovCon Insider, you're going to get it there. But there's some other things that I'm actually going to be sharing just for those who are inside GovCon Insider. If you don't know anything about GovCon Insider, it's basically a community hub. I'm going to bring up where you can join. It's basically a small community hub where you actually get connected to me. You get right, all the ebooks, like some of the ebooks free, early access to my events, sometimes discounts, sometimes you get like free swag and all those things. But also for those who are in GovCon Insider, get ready to get excited. This year, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be offering free office hours, right? It's going to be once a month, free office hours for those of you who book a 15-minute session with me. Normally, to book my time, it is a couple $100 for a 30-minute segment. So now, at GovCon Insider, there is a minimal fee of $20 a month to get access to all of those great benefits that are inside our community. Now, I'm adding this as an added value. You're not paying $20 to consult with me. That's not my consultant fee. You're going to pay a couple $100 for a consultant fee. But as an added value, which means bonus, I'm bringing this and I'm going to try it and test it out. Now, hopefully nobody messes it up and start saying, oh, I'm paying $20 for, to sit with you for 15 minutes a month, and I'm, not using it, and I want a refund, and, I want to cancel. No, that's not what you're paying for, honey. That is going to cost you a couple $100, to sit with me to do that. So it's a free bonus that I'm adding, and I'm bringing it to GovCon Insider members. So if you're not a member already, I would encourage you to join us at govconinsider.tv. There's going to be some additional bonuses. So things like what we did with Letitia, we're going to be adding all of those extra bonuses that I actually give to my clients who pays thousands upon thousands of dollars to actually work with me. I'm going to be sharing some of those extra bonuses value above, what they invested in, right? The bonuses, some of those bonuses are going to be going inside GovConInsider.tv. Now, I want to say this, and I promise I'm going to get to the 10 tips in just a moment, but I feel like I want to really start the year off, the day off, the whole thing off with you guys on one accord, on one page, right? So that we're all, having an understanding, right? So here's where you can actually come. Look, she said a couple thousand, right? Right. So this is where you could get value. Okay. One thing I want to say about GovCon Insider. $20 a month is coffee, right? It's nothing, right? But the reason why I have a community where that is only as little as $20 is because I want you to get into the mindset and the habit of making an investment into yourself, into your business. And it's a small investment. If you can be disciplined with a small investment into yourself, then of course your discipline can take you to doing bigger investments into yourself, and so on and so forth. And the reason why I say that is because it was investing in myself that brought me this far, brought me here. Like, had I not learned to start with the small and then grow from there, had I not learned that, I would not be here. Had I not learned that, a lot of the clients that I've worked with and helped to become $1 million business owners and to land multi-six-figure contracts, I would not have even grown to that part because I held myself back from the disbelief that if I invest in myself, I'm going to win, or the disbelief that I invest in myself that I'm not going to reap the rewards of my investment. And so here's the thing about investing. You do the work, you will 199% get the rewards of your investment. 100, but you have to do the work. You have to take action. And so the thing, let me see. Okay, I promise I'm gonna answer the questions. I see all your lovely questions there. So the thing is, and y'all, and I don't mean no harm and I'm saying this from the heart, and it's only because this year I want to help, and some of you I'm going to help. I want to help some of you learn to land to add an additional multiple six figures to your business this year. And we can do that, and we can do that together. And I'm going to do that by holding your hand and walking you through the Government Contracts Accelerator program. I'm going to help you with that, right? It's not going to be free, of course, and it's not cheap. But in order to get big, to win big, of course, you have to be ready to make an investment into yourself and into your business. Now, the case in being, going back to the $20 a month. Now, for some, this is some things that really happen. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I've been there, right? There's been times like in my past, just a few short years ago, believe it or not, just a few short years ago, I could not make a $20 investment. Like a few short years ago, that was a struggle for me. And I know because I see it happening here, and I want to help you out. So for those who are like struggling to even pay the $20 a month and your payments are failing, there's something wrong, okay, in the first place. Because how can you have $1 million dream when you're struggling to pay a $20 a month fee, right? To get the little wins, right? To start with the little things, the little free things that you get in order to take your business to the next level. So something is wrong, right? Can we identify that something is wrong? And if something is wrong, we need to fix it. We have to fix it. It wasn't until I fixed my scarcity mindset, I fixed my habits. Well, you guys, we have to be in total alignment. In order to be great, you have to be great. if you follow me, in order to be great, you have to be great within. Your intentions have to be right. Your spirit has to be right, because in doing what I do, we run across all different type of people. I was talking about this with my team today. We run across nasty people, mean people, sweet people, lovely people, and all that stuff. But in order to get great things, in order to be great and to elevate, you have to be in total alignment, and you have to, the seeds that you plant, whether it's verbal seeds, spiritual seeds, financial, whatever it is, you have to do it in love. And whatever those seeds are, you have to actually, have a whole heart, of goodness, so that your seeds are not planted on rocky soil, so that it can grow. So anyway, we're past that. So the thing is, if you have a financial situation, if you have a financial hurdle, if you have, things going on with your credit and all that stuff, ask me for resources. Trust me, I have the resources, and I don't mind sharing the people that have helped me. I don't mind sharing the knowledge and the information that has helped me to get to where I am, so that you can get unstuck. You have to be unstuck. Like, there's no way to jump from here, right? Barely, barely being able to pay $20 to being able to generate $200,000. You can't. There's some mindset things. There's some things and some action steps that you have to do to grow. You have to grow to become that millionaire. You have to grow into that. So anyway, got that out of the way. GovConInsider.tv. Join me inside the community. You're going to be able to start booking, once a month, a 15-minute free session with me, where whatever you want to do in that 15 minutes, you want to work on a bid, we're going to do that, right? You want to work on your business, we're going to do that. You want help with your credit, you want to ask about business credit, whatever it is. If I can help you, I'm going to help you in that. So, but you got to be a member inside GovCon Insider. Okay. .tv. Join me. So today I want to talk about the 10 tips, right? That, let me see, where are my notes? 10 tips 10 things, 10 tips to help you succeed as a government contractor. Is everybody all right? Y'all feeling good? Okay. So here's the thing. So Kim, and I'm glad that you brought that up, Kim. So now here's what I want you to do. And I want you to watch the manifestation video. I think it's going to be on YouTube soon. It's definitely going to be inside GovCon Insider, or if you're on my email list, you should have already received it. But the manifestation workshop that we just did with Letitia Stiles was like life-changing. And so you say, I can't afford your worth, but I'm so grateful that I was divinely directed to your channel, like so many others that follow up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But what I want you to do this year is to change the narrative, right? Because what I learned in life is words have power. Words have power. Yes, you may not be able to see that you have the financial power to invest into the education that will show you how to make unlimited, unlimited. Like when I say the government is spending money like crazy, I'm saying they done raised the bar. They raised the bar. So which means that their percentage, their goals to spend with small business owners, it doubled. So there's even more money on the table. But I want you to change the narrative to I can't afford it, to yes, I'm going to pay for I'm going to be able to afford you, right? I'm going to be able to, I believe it and I see it, it's going to happen, right? Because when you begin to speak that, guess what? The universe, God, whatever it is that you believe, it begins to align with your beliefs. We are where we are today because we believed it. I always believed that I will be the first self-made millionaire in my family. I kept speaking it to myself. I didn't look at my situation for where I was, because if I spoke from where I was in a wreck. When I'm talking about, imagine what it's like to walk outside and your car is gone because it got repossessed because you couldn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine flicking up the lights and the lights don't come on because you couldn't afford to pay your PG&E. Now, had I spoke from the place where I was at the time that I was and said, I cannot invest, or I can't afford to invest in this program that taught me how to be where I am today, I wouldn't be here. So I want you to speak from who it is that you see yourself being. And that person who God created you to be, right? Not me, but God created you to be something greater, right? And if you know that there's greatness within you, I want you to start speaking from abundance. And I promise things will change. This is, I tell my husband this all the time, because, my husband, he speaks, he talks about all the things, things can get right, or all things always fall apart. I'm like, you know what? You got to be careful what you speak, because when you speak that, you'll get more of what you speak. So when you speak from a perspective or the mindset of lack, you'll get more things that will keep you in that mindset of lack. So just speak life into your situation. You have the power to do that. So anyway, I'm here to preach today, y'all. I'm fired up. I'm just saying, excuse me, the church is in me. I done grew up in the church and it's in me. And it's just like, before I come to these sessions, I ask God, give me the words to be a blessing to your people, to empower your people, to encourage and move your people. And this is just what he gave me today. So if we want to grow together, we got to really just be real and let's grow. let's grow, right? Because just like you can imagine, what it's like to, go out, walk outside. And some of you have experienced this and your car is gone because it's been repossessed. Imagine being able to go to any store and buy anything that you want and you desire without looking at the price tag. Imagine that. And I want you to get into the habit of thinking like that, because one day it will come to pass. Because I used to go to the store and look at the price tag and say, I can't afford it, but life changed. Now I tell my kids, you want it, go get it. I got it, go buy it, whatever that T.I. song is. You want it, I got to go get it. I buy it, all of that stuff. So, but it's the power of the tongue. I like that. Yes. Constance says the power of the tongue. So you got to speak those things, right? So live it and walk it. There's so many great people that are out there who speak about, living and walk it. Speak those things into existence, manifest. You do all those things. So anyway, I said all that to say that we will work together, right? We will work together. And I want you to believe that. Okay. So now I promise I'm going to get to the 10. I'm going to get to the 10. And then I'm going to get to some of you guys' your questions for the year. All right. So how many of you are ready? Like, you've been in business. You have a business. Maybe you've made some money in your business, but you're ready to take your business to the next level. If that is you, let me know yes or yes inside the chat. Type in the chat, yes, that is me. I'm ready to take my business to the next level. Because when it comes to growing a business, you can either do it one customer at a time, right? That customer may pay you a couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000. But how about one client, one contract at a time? Now we're talking about leaps and bounds. The difference between, 1 and $1 million, the difference, so from a couple $100,000 or a couple thousand to a couple $100,000, right? That's the difference, right? So this is why I share what I share. I do what I do, because government contracting can change your narrative. It can change your life. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, not saying everybody don't need a coach right now. Everybody don't need a coach right now. Some people need something before they get to the coach. So if finances is a problem, then guess what? We need financial planning and assistance before we can get to the coach. Let's fix where we are. Okay. So some people don't need that. So for those of you who said, yes, that's me, I'm ready to take my business to the next level. Okay. What if I told you there was a river of flowing water going down your street every single day? It's flowing outside your home. It's flowing outside your job. It's flowing outside, the places that you go. Like it's a river of water flowing, river of money, of money flowing down your street. Wouldn't you want to get your bucket and scoop up as much of it as you possibly can? If that is you, if that's true, if you would want to get your bucket and scoop up as much of it as you possibly can, let me know, yes or yes, because that is exactly what this is. That is exactly what contracting with the government, oh, my baby sleepy, is, right? That's exactly what it is. It's a river of flowing money that's saying, if you have a small business, I want to do business with you. And literally, they break it down to the point to where they say, here's the trillions of dollars that I'm going to spend this year. Every agency has a budget. Every agency, every single, we're talking about the Department of Power, Department of Water. We're talking about HUD. We're talking about Department of Forestry, Department of Public Works, Department of Recreation, Department of Public Health, Department of all of these. Every single agency say, here's the trillions of dollars that I'm going to be spending this year, right? For the year of 2022. This is the pool of, here's the forecast of what we're going to be spending. We're going to be spending on business services and business products. We want to buy water. We want to buy food. We want to buy coffee. We want to buy hair and wigs. We want to buy health and makeup. We want to buy consulting services. We want to buy trucking services. We want to buy janitorial services. All that. So those are the rivers of water rivers of money that's been flowing down your street every single day. And you're showing up and you say, I have a consulting business. And you're saying that you want to spend millions of dollars on consulting services. Okay. Here's where the conflict comes in. Well, you say you want to buy millions of dollars in consulting services. I sell consulting, the exact same consulting services that the stream of flowing money flowing down your street is doing, but I'm not going to get my bucket because I don't want to be successful. That's really what you're saying. That's really what you're saying when there's a customer that's saying, I want to spend my money with you, and then you don't align yourself, and then you don't become a government contractor, or then you don't go ahead and do all that paperwork, to become, a certified government contractor so that you can get your piece of the pie. Okay. So for some of you said, but Cynthia said bucket in hand, I'm ready to go. Right. But some of you are like, I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to cross over, or I'm going to put on my rain boots and walk through that water every single day to get to the one person that may or may not, give me their business. Okay. So let's really, 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 really think about this opportunity. If you've been waiting on the fence, what are you waiting for? Right. And for some people, it may just be, self-sabotage. I'm really afraid, I'm really afraid to be successful, or I'm really afraid that I may fail. And I understand those thoughts. I've had those thoughts too, but guess what? You can't fail. You cannot fail. The only way to fail is if you never try, period. Right. So it's the truth. So Connie Brooks said, yes, I've seen it for myself. So said all that to say is people are winning. People are winning government contract, and it's becoming more and more known, right? So I remember when I first started telling people, this is a $1 trillion secret. They didn't teach us this in school. I mean, I have a master's degree in business and never heard that you can sell your service to the government and that they have like guaranteed money that they're absolutely spending with businesses. I didn't hear that, right? So I was the first one to be like, I'm gonna have a big mouth and tell everybody about it. Now there's more people that are telling everybody about it, and more people that are actually aligning themselves and getting paid government contracting, and they're winning and growing legacy businesses that way. Now, said all that to say, today's topic is about 10 tips to help you succeed. And if you can master these 10 things, you will succeed. So this is for those who may doubt themselves. You may have a little doubt about if you can really succeed in government contracting. You do these simple things and you can, right? So here's the thing. Let me see my 10 things again. Okay. Tip number one, be proactive. That's the first thing. Guess what? You have to, I signed up for your group just now. Yay. Welcome, Mary. I'm glad you're in. Welcome to GovCon Insider. So you can definitely get government, like you can land a contract within the next 90 days if you be proactive. True. I know like one of my clients just landed her first contract 5 weeks in to our 6-week program, the 5th week. Another one of my clients landed a contract 8 weeks in our 6-week program, right? On average, most people are landing contracts within 3 months. That's 90 days. So that's why I say, if you do the work and be proactive means you're getting in alignment, you're looking for opportunities, you're bidding on them. There's 3 steps, right? 3 steps. You get in alignment, right? You have your business, right? So you have to, in first place, have a business, right? You're getting in alignment means you have a business, you have all your business documentation. What is that? That I have a free checklist. Y'all should have it by now. If not, go in GovCon Insider and get the checklist. The checklist basically is like your EIN, your Dun and Brad, your business license. If you have an LLC, your articles of organization, your what do you call that? Operations agreement. If you have an LLC, your bylaws or whatever, you're getting in alignment, right? Now, with that alignment, you're moving to certifications. Now you're certified, right? Certifications, basically, you don't have to have certifications in order to do business with the government, but certifications helps you get there faster. Certifications helps you get access to monies that specifically set aside for those economically disadvantaged groups like women and minorities. And minorities is not just Black. That means Latino, Hispanic, Asian, Latin American, whatever. All those different non-Caucasian groups are considered minorities. And then disadvantaged businesses, those who are really at a disadvantage, basically. You're not struggling, but you're barely surviving as a business, right? And so anyway, and then the last part is like bidding, the proposals, right? Because you have to respond to the opportunity. They're saying, hey, I got this opportunity, right? Proactive people say, okay, I want that opportunity. Here's how I can serve you. Here's my quote, right? Those 3 steps. So you have to be proactive. You have to proactively show up. Now, me just being here and being in this community and sharing my message and sharing this educational knowledge, I have had people like from the Department of Defense show up, people from the Minority Supplier Diversity Council show up, like all of these different organizational groups and governmental groups that show up and say, hey, I love what you're doing. Let me come and give more value to your people. And these are the people that I bring to you guys. If you've ever been in any of my challenges, I've brought extra people. Like I have a video that I shared in my group. The Department of Defense is saying in this video, here is how you can get a contract with our department. A, B, C, D, E. Do these things and we'll give you a contract. Easy stuff, easy peasy. So they have money. They want to spend this money, with you and stuff, but you have to be proactive. You have to let them know that you exist. So that's number 1. Number 2 is respond. You have to respond to the RFIs, the RFPs, the quotes, and all those, whatever it is. So there's different ways that these agencies are rolling out contracting opportunities. They're rolling them out differently. And so you have to just respond to them and let them know. And responding means like, do the paperwork and turn it in. I guarantee if you go on a 90-day sprint to do these things, I promise you will land your first contract. All it takes is for you to do the work. And this is something that you can do on your own, or you can do it faster, or do it with help, or do it with us. We can help you with these things. Okay. So number 3 is one of the most important things that you can do is attend pre-bid and pre-solicitation events. What do I mean by that? Every agency that has like this list of here's what we're spending, here's what we're spending this year, this quarter, we need to get this money off our books. They have a problem. Don't you want to be who want to be the problem solver? They have a problem. And you know what their problem is? Their problem is they have money that they need to spend. Who wants to help them spend that money? Let me know if you want to help them spend that money. So, and they have these events, right? So attend the pre-bid and pre-solicitation events. In these events, they're saying, okay, here's an opportunity. We're going to put it out. Here's who we want to give this money to. And they may say 20% minority business, 5% women business, and they'll break it down. Here's what we need, right? So if you attend that pre-solicitation, then you get the information firsthand and you get to respond. And then guess what? You get to ask questions because you're at the early part before they even put it out to the public. So Devonshire Enterprise says problem solver right here. We're gonna solve some problems. So where do we get information for these events? Good question, Tina. So when you're actually getting alignment, those 3 steps: business, certifications, proposals. So when you've gone through that process, then you will be notified. They'll let you know, hey, this agency that you're registered with, hey, we're having an event. Get registered. We're looking for small business. And guess what? If you're registered with the Department of Transportation for the DBE certification, if you're registered, when I say every single day, I hear about all this money they're trying to spend on transportational infrastructure and rebuilding this and rebuild, and they want to spend it with small businesses that are at a disadvantage. It's like, it's so much money out there. Is my head is spinning. It's so much, and it's crazy because you don't have to just make it in business. And guess what? And let me tell you before I get to the next one, you don't have to just make it in business. And here's the thing. And here's one thing that I meant to mention about investing in yourself. I made one of the biggest investments last year. I just went crazy with investing, right? Because I know when I do the work, I'm going to get the results, right? So I made this one huge investment last year, towards the end of the year, and here I discover a whole, I'm like, where y'all been? A whole community of Black billionaires, Black millionaires, Black business. I mean, it's a whole mecca. And I'm like, oh, so Wall Street and Black Wall Street, y'all do exist. Like, minority businesses are really like, y'all millionaires and billionaires. I didn't even know that there was a thing. Like, I didn't even know that. But had I not invested in myself, I would have never been aware or would have even saw that, this stuff, this is a whole new world. So as you grow, your environment is going to change. Your community is going to change. Your network is going to change. Like, the conversations, that all those things is going to grow with you. So anyway, number 4, here's the thing that you can do. Most importantly is be consistent. You can't just try once. You can't just submit one bid. You can't just pick up the phone one time. You have to be consistent, right? You have to be consistent. So you have to create a habit of actually being disciplined, right? It takes discipline to succeed with government contracting, right? So if you have a regimen to where you're bidding once or twice a week, you're dead up there. I mean, there is no way, if you're bidding once or twice a week, there is no way in this world, heavens, earth, there's no way you will not land contract. There's no way that you won't even that you will not land at least 6 figures by the end of the year. There's no, it's not even possible to do that. Consistency is going to be key. Malaya. Okay. All right. I'm going to come back to that. So be consistent. Number 4. Number 5, look for agencies that need your services, which would, in the beginning, I mentioned forecast. If you go to any agency website, so think about it. And I want you to think about it. If you're a health coach, you definitely want the first easiest way to try to figure this thing out. If you're a health coach, right? That's the health industry. So which agency you think would put out contracting opportunities? The first thing that should come to mind should be the Department of Public Health, right? Go to their website, call them, ask them, where can I find your budget forecast, for the year? What are you going to be spending money on? Ask them. They'll show you. They'll tell you where to go. So anyway, so look for agencies that need your stuff. So you'll be able to see, okay, they're spending money on this, and that, right? It may not exactly say, I'm going to be spending money on power washing, right? And that's what you do. But it may say power, it may say janitorial cleaning, or it may say cleaning services, or it may say sterilizing, or whatever. It may say something totally different, but it's still in your world. It's still in your world. So you have to actually be a little bit flexible. You have to get in alignment. You have to be open-minded, but the opportunities are definitely there. Okay. Let me see. Number 6, strength in numbers and diversity. There's strength in numbers and diversity. So when I say that, when you have your certifications, that diverse certification, it says that that gives you power. That gives you power because they want to do business with you, right? When you have a team, or if you show that now you're working with other disadvantaged businesses to pull together your strengths and your capabilities to be able to perform on this contract, they love that. They love that. Yeah, they'll still give it to you if you're a solopreneur and you're doing it by yourself, but they will also give you larger opportunities. You can go after much bigger opportunities when you come together, when you bring, brilliant minds and brilliant skill sets together to perform on an opportunity together. So there's strength in numbers and there's strength in diversity as well. Okay. So deliver quality work on time and on budget. That is number 7. When you do get a contract, make sure that you do an excellent job. Do an excellent job and they will give you more opportunities. Do an excellent job and your business name will ring throughout the department. And basically you'll come to the point to where, they'll start calling you for opportunities. They'll literally pick up the phone and say, hey, can you do this? Right. And there's ways that they can make that happen. So number 8. Is this helpful to anybody? Are you guys enjoying this? Is this helping you? Let me know in the chat if this is helpful. By the way, I am getting through COVID. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm getting through COVID. So that's why I'm it's clearing my throat and all that stuff. Right when you think that it cannot hit you or you dodged it for 2 years, that's when I got it. But prayerfully and thank God that, we're good. The thing is, I'm glad that it's helpful. Yes. Wash your hands and all that stuff. So I'm glad. So, which brings me to this, right? COVID isn't going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. And guess what? If you're paying attention, there's lack, there's things happening in the economy. There's food shortages. There's people walking off their job because of the mandate to be, vaccinated, which means food and all this stuff is not getting to where it needs to get. Their supplies is not getting to where it needs to be. The stores, if you pay attention, there's things that are off the shelf that that's not there. It's probably sitting in the water somewhere. So guess what? When things like that happen, eventually, and there may be another shutdown. What will you do if they shut down? If they shut down your job, or if they lay you off, if you have a job, if they lay you off because of this again, right? Will you be ready? So here's the thing. 2 years ago, when COVID first hit, those who were doing business with the government made millions. Okay. Everybody else, a lot of everybody else struggled. Doors were closed, had to close their business, lost their job, had to go on unemployment, all those things. Will you be ready? Get in position now. Be proactive about yourself, your life, because when you have a business, now it's businesses, it's those business owners and people who have a business that can leverage their business to make millions. People are, when I say I discovered a whole world of Black millionaires and billionaires and all this stuff. When I'm talking about, they do a little bit of it's a little bit of everything. There's people who teach stocks, people who help with credit, there's people who do trucking, there's people who do just a little bit of everything. So the key is having a business is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. But you don't want to have a business on the shelf. And ask me how I know about the business on the shelf, because I had a whole bunch of businesses sitting on the shelf. You want to work your business and you want to be in position. You want to be ready, because guess what? When stuff hit the fan, the government is going to be putting out even more money. They're going to stimulate the economy. They'll put out some more money to help to find solutions for those things. For those of you who have trucks, and you're able to move freight, you're going to be able to clean up. For those of you who have cleaning companies, and you do like janitorial, COVID cleanup, and all that stuff, it's happening. It's coming down. For those of you who have food supplies and restaurants and catering, like all of that stuff, is coming. So be prepared, be ready. Okay. So number 5 was look for agencies that need your services. So call the agency and ask them, for their forecast. What are you spending? What are you forecasting to spend? What is your budget? What is your company, your agency needs for this year? Number 6 was strengthen numbers. 7, deliver quality work on time and on budget. Number 8, be creative and offer more value. Okay. So now what's happening with government contracting is now the agencies, when you get one contract, now what you can do is basically piggyback off that contract. So it's say like there's an agency that you have a contract with and you're providing, I don't know, maybe communication or public relations services, right? By the way, they do have contracts for that. Huge contracts for public relations and communications and outreach and all that stuff. So let's just say you have a contract with one agency department, right? So now what you can do is you can piggyback off that department, and it's called shared something. I don't even know the name of it right now, but I know that it's a thing and it's becoming more of a common thing. Now you can say, what other departments in your agency needs this service? And what they'll do is they'll add, the other departments will add more money to your contract so you can do that same thing for them too, right? So it's like, give more value, be creative, think outside the box. So when you get a contracting opportunity and you land that contract, think about what else can you add? For example, let me give you the best example. Okay, so here's another thing. So if let's just say you're a catering company, right? Like you do food or event planning or something like that. So you do food, right? So you land a contract catering, City Hall, whatever, their event, their banquet or something that they're having. You're landing a job. So you're a caterer. So how can you add more value to your catering service? So maybe you know someone in catering who can actually, maybe a security company, right? You're adding more value. Maybe an event planner maybe a videographer who can come take pictures of that event or do videos of that event, create a highlight reel. You're adding more value. So be creative when you land these contracts to see what can I bring more to the table, to where I'm not just checking the box and giving them exactly what they need, but I'm giving them exceptional above anything that they're asking, so that they know, hey, when I need this again, I'm going to this first class quality service provider because they gave me more than what I asked for. Okay, so deliver quality work. That was number 8. Be creative and offer more value. So number 9 is build relationships. Excuse me. Build relationships with procurement agencies, small business, what are they called? The small business advocates at different agencies. Building relationships is one of the most important things that you can do when it comes to government contracting, because guess what? When you build those relationships, and I can tell you, just by my own personal experiences, what will happen is, not only will agencies start calling you and stuff like that, but people that you've built relationships with, that you've teamed up with to get contracting opportunities, whenever they're going after contracting opportunities, they will say, hey, I'm going after this, and there's your scope in there. Do you want us to add you to our package, right? And so it becomes easier, but you have to do the grunt work first. The first work is the grunt work. You have to be willing to do the grunt work to build that, right? So do that. Build relationships. Number 10, price yourself appropriately. And some people may say, well, I don't even know how to price my services to the government. And can I give you a tip on that? Price yourself appropriately means do your homework, right? Do some home. So if you go to acquisitions.gov, FPDS, if you go to FPDS, so Frank, Paul, Derek, Sam, FPDS.gov, you go there. Let me bring this GovCon Insider thing down. Where is it? Banners. So if you go to fpds.gov, Frank, Paul, Derek, Sam.gov, in that system, you can actually look for past awarded contracts, right? There's a way and a strategy to look it up. I'll tell you guys that on another day. But if you go in there, you can pretty much figure it out. Look up past past contracts awarded in your particular industry. Okay. And you can, sometimes they give you the figure. They'll always give you how much that contract was. And then they'll actually give you what the scope of services was. Okay, well, the scope of service. So you think about the scope of service, the contract dollar amount, the length of the contract. Okay, I can at least charge that. Start there. So price yourself appropriately, right? Don't underprice. Try not to overprice, but do your homework and then price yourself appropriately. But you definitely want to also remain competitive. All right. So those are the 10 tips. Those are the 10 tips to help you succeed as a government contractor. Hopefully you take that information, you've taken notes. But right now I'm going to open up to some of the questions that you guys may have. Let me see. Oh, let me see. All right. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of y'all on here today. Let me see. Let me try to go back because I don't want to miss anybody's important question. Let's see. Okay. Do you do consulting calls? I'm in the process of setting up an LLC to start a cleaning business. Okay. So consult. Yeah. So if you go to she'sgotgoals.com/consult, I think I may be able to pull it up here. Let me see if I have it up here somewhere. But anyway, so if you go to she'sgotgoals.com, I'm gonna try to put it in the chat for you guys. she'sgotgoals.com/consult. You can actually book a consultation. she'sgotgoals.com/consult. All right. So if you go to this site right here, she'sgotgoals.com/consult, you can actually book a consultation. So the consultation, so there's a minimal fee for a consult. You can book a 30-minute consult or a 1-hour consult, and whatever it is that you want to consult on, I can help you with that. Okay. So that's where you go for that. Now, if you want if you know that you want to do government contracting and you don't want to spend years trying to figure it out and you're tired of bumping your head or anything like that, and you want to book a free strategy session with my team, you will go to $1,000,000governmentcontracts.com and book a call with my team, so that we can see if it's a good fit for us to work together, and we can help you. Right? We'll just help you get there faster, save time. Everybody knows that time is money. So the time that you can be spending getting help in 6 weeks or 6 to 10 weeks or whatever it is, whatever level of programming you want to join us in, you know what I mean? Like that time frame that it'll take you to try to figure it out on your own, we can actually help you get there faster. Okay. So $1,000,000governmentcontracts.com is where you will go for that. Let me see what other questions. I'm multitasking with one hand because I got my little baby right here laying sleep on my chest. Okay, cool. So see you in January. Tina, happy New Year's. Your co-host is adorable. Thank you. All right, let me see. You and Letitia. Okay, so after watching several trainings, I submitted my first. Yay! Kim, congratulations. So let's give it up for Kim Smith Nelson. After watching several of trainings, I submitted my first local proposal last week. Congratulations. Continue to be consistent with that. That is super awesome to hear. Let us know if you have a win. Like, let us know if you win. And if not, celebrate that because you did it. You did what most people will never do, right? You took the time to actually write the proposal and submit it and learn from the no's. So no's are good. You know what I mean? No's are great. So be sure to come back and let us know how that goes. Let's see. Call public schools became, let me see. Who is this? Connie Brooks. I'm loving this. I'm loving the wins. I'm loving the growth. I'm loving that you guys are, taking action and stepping out on faith and making it happen for yourself. So call public schools and became a vendor. Yes, just like you said. Awesome. Now sending my capability statement too. Thank you. Congratulations, Connie Brooks. Super awesome. Let me see what this. With the help of your social media trainings, I have completed my first capability statement. Yay. Oh, that's Kim. Kim is out there killing it. Do it, Kim. Keyword to do. Wait, what? I can't see. Keyword is do the work. Absolutely. Let me see. Devonshire Enterprise. To be honest, the information that you're sharing is worth way more than you are charging. Yes, my family and I thank you. Absolutely. 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 And by the way, disclaimer, our coaching program prices are actually going to be going up this year. So right now, if you want to get last year's prices, right now is the best time to do it. Only because we're adding more value. We're bringing on more coaches to help. And of course, it's worth it. It's totally, definitely worth it. So the introductory prices that we have is going to be increasing this year. So make sure if you can get in now is the best time. Okay. Junior Tulti. Let me see what this says. I have small business pallets. I have small pallets business in my town, but no business due to big company that most of the business get into here pallets. Okay. I don't really understand that question. What should I do? So basically, your competitor is a big business that's basically getting up all the work. Okay. So who are they doing business with? Is it corporations? Is it private agencies? Is it private people? Or is it government agencies? So is it, because if it's with corporations or government, then you need to go get your power. Your power is going to be in the certifications, because guess what? Corporations and government agencies have to give a certain percentage of their contracting opportunities to the little people, to the small business owners, right? And so that will be you. But you definitely want to go get your certifications or join their supplier diversity program if it's corporations. But that is what you do. That is how you get your keys or your pass to the front line. Just like at the at the amusement parks, you can actually pay to get your pass, to skip the line and get right into the front. So that is what I want you to look at certifications as that way. That is your pass to get to the front of the line. So that's something that you can do. It's a strategy that you can take. Okay. Join us. Thanks, Kawana. Let me see. These words seem like they're getting smaller and smaller. Like, thanks, Kawana. I thank God for the opportunity to get through your training program in this year, 2022. Awesome. Yes. P Teach is hello. Yes, mindset. Spoken words are key. Yes, it definitely is key. I'm trying to see what other questions. Are there any questions? You guys have any questions? So before I wrap up, okay, here's a question. This is from Malaya Bell. I've applied for SAM last week and my application is in for MBE, WBE. What do I do next? I'm lost. Okay. Business, certifications, proposals. That's it. Like, those 3 steps, right? Of course, I make it sound easy. It's not really that easy, but it's work, but it's worth it, right? So if you can get through those 3 phases, business, you got your business foundation. Now I see that you're certifying your company. Next step is submit proposals. That's what you do. When those certifications become complete, now you go out and you start submitting some proposals, right? You're not going to 100%, you'll never 100% know everything. Just do it. Just go out and do it. Look for an opportunity and submit, right? Even if you do it, I'm not saying do it blindly, but look for an opportunity and just do it. Right. Even if you just say, you know what, I'm not 100% certain that I'm doing this right. Let me just submit. Because guess what? It's going to come back. And if it comes back that you're wrong, then you get the opportunity to ask, what did I do wrong in there? Right. That's the best way to learn. They're going to say, you didn't do this, or you did this, or you answered this, or you missed that. But otherwise, X, Y, and Z was good. Right. So now you have something to work with. So that will be your next step, Malaya. Or you can skip the line, join our program, and we'll show you exactly how all this stuff works in real life. You can do that too. So up to you. Work with us is cool. Decide to do it on your own. That's cool too. We just want to help those who want the help. We want to help you learn how to get government contracting this year, right? And how to get there faster. Okay, here we go. I have a lot of questions, and I follow you, a couple of other people. I want to sell the toothbrushes, ketchup, mustard packs, etc. How do you do this, right? Find the opportunities and sell it, right? So there's going to be opportunities there, and there's depending on where you are, there's always going to be opportunities for you to be able to do that. Okay, so most of the time they put out a RFQ, request for quote, and then you just respond to it. That's basically what you do. Let me see. What other questions do we have? And thank you, Malaya. I am trying to get better. I need to drink some tea. The list, Tracy, the list again. Be proactive. Respond to the RFIs. Respond to the solicitations, right? That's number 2. Number 3 is attend the pre-bid and pre-solicitation events. Number 4 is be consistent. Number 5 is look for the agencies that need your services. By asking for their forecast, you'll be able to see what they're planning to spend money on. Number 6 is strengthen numbers and diversity. Build teams, right? And make sure your teams are diverse and that you guys have your certifications. That gives you power. Number 7, deliver quality work on time and on budget, right? Number 8 is be creative and offer more value. Number 9 is build relationships, right? And then number 10, price yourself appropriately, okay? Let me see. The scope. Is the scope of the service? Good question. Kelly Greer, is the scope of service the same as the proposal? No. So the scope of service or the scope of work is basically them outlining what they need in detail. So basically they'll say, here's a scope of work, right? We're looking for an event planner to plan an event for our head department on between these dates. We're going to serve 100 people. We need chairs. So that's the scope of work. They spell out the definition of what they're looking for. A proposal is responding what you submit in response to their scope of work, right? So you're saying, I'm an event planner. I can help you plan for 100 people. I'm going to give you, for this particular time frame, it's going to cost you X, Y, Z per person. That will my services will include, food, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. And here's my price. That's your proposal. So your proposal is a response. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. Sharon, I've submitted several bids, have been lowest bidder. On 2, I was rejected. The bid due to not submitting a resolution on 1 and reference not returning reference in specified time. Yeah. So good, Sharon. So you submitted 3. Let's see, you on 2 of them, you were the lower bidder and was rejected, which means you would have landed them, right? Because you was the lowest bidder. You would have landed those had you had those things right. So guess what? It's a learning opportunity to double check off the boxes. Am I submitting? Do I have everything included that they're saying is required, right? And if your resolution is something that they say is required for you to submit with your quote, then you want to make sure. If your references is something that they're saying is required, you want to do that. So it's a learning opportunity. So now that you know where you were lacking, the next time you bid, you know what not to miss. Okay. So the next one, you may just get it, especially if you were the lowest bidder. But you also don't always want to be the lowest bidder, right? Because sometimes they will pick the lowest bidder, but sometimes they will pick, the best. I'm gonna say, the best qualified or someone with the better qualification. The package is better. It may cost more, but the packaging is better, right? The deliverables, I get more value out of that. So because sometimes they'll pick that too. But also if you're the lowest bidder, you want to know like what was the next high bidder of that, so you can see what the gap is, so that you're not completely underbidding. Because sometimes you can completely underbid and then end up spending money towards the job and not really making money. So I've done that before. I have done that before. So you don't want to always be like the complete lowest bidder. You want to do your homework, and if your low bid is going to make you some money, then continue that, but start increasing that. After you land your first, start increasing that. Let me see. Question asked. So Pamela, post your question again, because these words is getting smaller and smaller as time go by, and I can't see. Let's see. Good question, Constance Brooks. Once you get the WBE and WeBank, should you get the minority supplier diversity? I would say it's up to you. So, the WeBank and Minority Supplier Diversity Council, those are corporate certifications. They not only allow you to be certified for government contracting, they also allow you to be certified for corporate contracting. So it's up to you. You can have them all. So the more the merrier. But you also can do the free minority supplier diversity, minority business enterprise certification with the government. So it's up to you if you want to go for it all. Okay. But being a part of those organizations is great because they, you get to actually meet the agencies. They do networking events. You actually get handoffs and introductions and stuff like that. So it's good to be a part of a network, so that's the benefit of that. We took one of your challenges. It was great. Thank you. Philadelphia Women's Network Connection. We took one of your challenges. Yeah. And we're going to be having another challenge in February sometime. So we'll be announcing that, let you guys know. If you want to be a part of the challenge, I'm just saying the challenge is phenomenal. The experience and just working together to actually become pre-qualified for government contracts, ready to take your business to the next level. In fact, a few people who have gone through the challenge have just taken that bits of information and landed the contract just by executing through the challenge too as well. Let's see. If you're an LLC, can you partner up with someone with a nonprofit organization? Yeah. So, yeah, so that none of that matters. Like you can photography, Valerie Vines photography. So yeah, if you're an LLC, you can partner with a nonprofit organization. You can do whatever it is that you want. But the better question is, how, if you're a photographer, that girl, there's so much, it's so much opportunity for you to actually land contracts with the government with doing photography services. I actually kind of help other photographers get jobs and stuff like that. But there's opportunities for you to land contracts. Bid was worth $144,000. Sharon Richard. Yeah, what bid did you win it? Like what bid? Or was that the low ball, the bid that you just kind of lost? Because that would have been your first. If you would have landed that contract, that's six figures for one, right? So that's just the power of that. But it makes you feel like, dang, I messed up, but you have an opportunity to learn. And guess what? Those opportunities are limitless. Like, so you really did not mess up. So don't feel like, man, I messed up or anything like that. Just like, okay, well, this is a learning experience for me. Now, the next time I know to include these things. Oh, my baby got my earring. How do I become woman-owned small business certified for less than $3,000? Oh, so here we go. Good question, Tamisha. He done took my. But can I have my earring? How do I become woman-owned small business certified for less than $3,000? Heard self-certifications is no longer. Yeah, no, you can still self-certify. So if you go to beta.certify.sba.gov, if you go to the website, it's still available. So of course you can self-certify. It just it takes you longer because you're doing it yourself. But you can self-certify. You don't have to do that. Woman-owned small business. Some people charge less. We have consultants like that we've partnered with who charge much less than $3,000 for the WOSB. So you can actually link up with us. If you go to shesgotgoals.com/consult, just connect with me. I'll make sure you get connected. If you want to pay somebody to do it, we have people that can do it much less than $3,000. The done for you certification, or and we can just talk about like what's going to be the most effective way for you to actually become certified. So we can talk about that, Tamisha. But if you decide that you want to do self-certification, if you go to beta.certify.sba.gov, self-certify is still there, right? So don't let people tell you lies. That's basically somebody lied to you. Okay, so how to register with SAM as a woman-owned, and do I need a website? So if you go into beta.sam.gov, you can register. Just go through the certification, and they'll ask you in there, are you a woman-owned business? Are you a minority? They'll ask you like your your certification areas or whatever. And then once you do that, you can go to the beta.certify.sba.gov and do the WOSB, the woman-owned small business. So you can do that. In fact, if you're in GovCon Insider, I'm going to share, I don't know if you are or not, Gigi, but I have a checklist, and I'm going to share like a checklist in there, make a note, a checklist in there where you can actually, do some of those things, like where to go to get what certification. So how do I get a free National Minority Supplier Diversity account? So how do I get a free NMSDC? So there is no free, if you're talking about National Minority Supplier Diversity accounts, the NMSDC, that's a agency that does the certification for the corporate minority business enterprise. They charge a fee, and the fee is very nominal. It's like $350 a year if you're generating under I think $1 million or something, under 100,000 or something like that. But I think it's under $1 million. If you're generating under $1 million, it's only like $350 a year for you to get that certification. But you can become minority business enterprise certified for free through the your state and your city. So you can do that. But those are like government agencies. Okay. So hopefully that information helps you. Question, Arkitha, is there a payment plan to join your program if you are not in a place to pay in full? Yes, we do have payment options. We have so we have in-house payment options, but we also have like partners that we've partnered with that do financial like lending and stuff like that as well. So the best place to go is to connect with our team at, let me see, trilliondollargovernmentcontracts.com. So I'm gonna leave that up actually. So trilliondollargovernmentcontracts.com, connect with our team, submit an application, connect with our team, and then we can walk you through the different payment options that we offer. But we definitely do try to help, try to help break that up as much as we possibly can. Okay. So Valerie, yeah, I'll be signing up with you to do the challenge next month. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is there a website to go to certify as a woman-owned small business, disadvantaged business? I'm already registered with them. So yeah, there are websites. So I did mention some of them. beta.certify.sba.gov is where you would go for the woman-owned small business. But disadvantaged business, you will go to your state Department of Transportation. So if you're in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia? Yeah, state of Georgia. Atlanta? No, Atlanta. Oh, wait, Georgia is the state, right? So if you're in Georgia, state of Georgia, Department of Transportation, disadvantaged business enterprise. Google that, and then it'll send you the link. So Florida, Department of Transportation, disadvantaged business enterprise. Google that, and it'll take you to where you can apply. So for disadvantaged, you just Google it. Tamisha, I'm getting scam emails for self-certification and renewal of SAM. Yeah, the prices are so high. Yeah, you're gonna get that. And they're not, and they're really not scams. They're tricks. Same thing, right? No, they're not scams or tricks. They're actually third-party companies that offer services, and sometimes they kind of mask themselves to pretend like they're associated with the government agency, but they're not. So they'll say, "Hey, your SAM renewal is due. Click here to renew," whatever, and they'll charge like $3,000, $5,000, whatever it is. But they're a third party, and you know the difference because it'll say .com or .us instead of .gov. Anything that says .gov, you want to pay attention to. Anything that says .com, .us, .biz, or all that, it's a third party. So you can actually ignore it. You can self-certify by going directly to the agency websites yourself and do it on your own. Let's see. All right, so we're going to wrap this up very, very shortly. Let me see what other questions we have. What is full payment submit? What happens after signing? Okay. What happens after signing up and your full payment is submitted for our program? What happens is you'll receive a welcome email with step-by-step instructions on how to join our live Q&A sessions, how to get access to our private Facebook community so that, you're not doing business alone. And then you'll immediately get access to our actual course training on getting started with government contracting A to Z, walk you through that. So you'll receive an email. Then you'll also be reached out by one of my team members who will actually be scheduling a phone call to walk you through how everything. So we actually hold your hand through every step of the process, so that we make sure that you know exactly where to be, what to do, what the expectations are, how to show up, so that we can actually help you through the program. So we don't have the challenge link available just yet, for next month, but Cynthia, stay tuned. We'll definitely be marketing and letting you know about that soon. By the way, for those of you who are affiliates, if you're an affiliate of our of She's Got Goals, of our program, you can actually share, and we're gonna help you share the information about our upcoming challenge or whatever. But then also you get 10% of those who actually who you share your affiliate link with, and then they register, you get 10% of the proceeds as well, which can help you, like, towards investing into our coaching program. All right, so I think we're almost done. Who do I connect with? Sam is not registering my 10. So they have a help desk. So if you log in or check your email, there's a phone number in there with a person. You call that person, or you can call the Sam help desk and let them know, like, hey, my 10 is not matching. And typically, if your 10 is not, if it's a 10 mismatch, it's because you're putting in something. Maybe you're putting in your business name instead of your name as the taxpayer. So if you put in your name as the taxpayer, exactly how it appears on your taxes as you file the taxes, then that should clear that up. But call the help desk just to make sure that's what the issue may be. How can I become an affiliate? Let me see if I can actually drop the affiliate link. Let me see. Affiliate. Good question. Affiliate. All right, so I'm going to copy and drop the affiliate link right here. It's a little bit long, but become an affiliate. So you go to getgovernmentcontracts.com. I'm sorry, getgovernmentcontracts.samcart.com/affiliates/sign up. So I'll leave it there. So for those who want to become an affiliate, sign up for our affiliate program. It's our revenue share. You become a partner. We'll actually give you the email, the social media posts, and everything that you need to actually help us promote the upcoming challenge. And then we do a revenue share. Okay. It's dated for November. Can I be credited towards the future challenge? It is dated for November. Can I be credited towards the future challenge? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Arkitha. I'm not sure what that means, but I don't know what's dated for November, because our challenge is not up just yet, but can I be credited towards the future? We're gonna have a live challenge coming up in February, so you can register for the live challenge. Yeah, so November, whatever happened in November, that was that. But that's when we had that one. But yeah, we're gonna have a new live challenge. It's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna have a little bit more. I'm gonna have different speakers and stuff like that comes. So it's gonna be a whole new different live challenge. You can actually register for that soon. We're not ready to. We haven't open cart yet for that, but we'll let you know and make an announcement when we do that. Okay, CPA certified public accountant recommended. Any CPA certified public accountant is recommended. Do you mean, do I have a referral for CPA? And if so, let me know that. Or do you mean, are there contracting opportunities for CPAs? So let me know what you mean. All right, cool. So one more thing I want to share with you guys before we go is, if I can let me bring up this little site. I don't know if I can share my screen, but I'm going to try. But anyway, this year we're going to, with our live streams, we're actually going to begin offering the opportunities for you to sponsor a segment. So if you have a business, and of course, we get several views, like hundreds of thousands of views across our channels, across our podcasts, across like a whole bunch of different platforms that we have. So we're going to be opening up the opportunity for you to sponsor our segments here, which is going to be cool. Great promotions for small businesses. But also, let me see if I can share this screen right here. Also, we're going to attempt to do giveaways of our swag. And this is going to be, we're going to try to pick one person, during our lives coming up in the near future that we're going to be able to give away some of our swag. So we have like GovCon Success t-shirts. Let me see if it'll come up close so you can see it closer. But GovCon Success Journey t-shirts. We have mugs. We have the journals. We have what is this? Flip My Business with government contracts t-shirts. So we have some really cute swag and merchandise and things of that nature. We're going to be giving away, we're going to be picking winners to give out some swag and stuff for free. But you can also grab any of these things at our swag shop, which is posted at this link right here, carwanadyspeaks.com/products. So this is where you can actually go grab a t-shirt or a mug or a candle or a hat or any of those things and purchase them, right? Other than that, we're going to, try to pick some of our viewers to give some of these, gifts away. So we want to try to make it a little bit fun, a little more exciting for 2022. I don't know about you guys. We've been here for about an hour. It's time to wrap up. But this year is going to be amazing. I already know it. I see it. There's, and my goal this year is to help as many small business owners get this pool of streaming money that is flowing down your street every single day. I want to show you how to create your big bucket so that we can go scooping up some of this money, build legacy businesses, change our lives, and never have to worry about how we're going to pay our bills again as a small business. All right. So if that's okay with you, say yes or yes in the chat. Let's go. Let's do this. For those of you who are ready to get that done right now, let's go to trilliondollargovernmentcontracts.com, schedule a call, submit your application, schedule a call with my team. We're going to walk you through how to work with us so we can help you get there faster, help you land your contracts faster so you can grow your business faster and get to the money faster. Okay. All right. So see you on the money side. You guys have a great weekend. And again, happy new quarter. Let's do this.